Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Grand Rising, wherever you're at, Grand Rising. Um, I hope that you love life the way I love life. So we're gonna wait a little bit minute before we can get some more people on before I do this quick live. Peace and blessings, Grand Rising, love and life. Peace and blessings, Grand Rising, love and life. No matter what you're doing, whatever's going on, I only want the best for you. You know what I'm saying? You heard me. Whatever is going on in your life, we only hope for the best. Okay. As you can see, I got my sleep face on, but I'm up. I'm at the facility in near Atlanta, Georgia. As I'll be, I just made a delivery, and I want to take the time just to confirm some things that's still allegedly until TMZ come through. But for my sources in Atlanta, Georgia, yes, the passing of Kevin Samuels is true. Also from other networks that I did get a chance to go do my homework. Yes, we can actually say that the man that we know as Kevin Samuels has passed away from cardiac arrest. They're saying that his age was 56, not 54. Um, I just want people to understand, to sit back and think about life. And no matter who you are, that you're not in a situation where you can't be touched. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care how fit you think you is. I want people to understand that life is too short. I don't know so many things that you are preparing. What are you doing as far as life insurance? How you covering your family? How you taking care of yourself? The bottom line is you're not getting younger. Okay. The bottom line is you're not getting younger. A lot of us are dying. Okay. Shout out to the greedy vegan in the house. There's nobody like greedy vegan. But I want people to understand that I have very much compassion, even though I have disagreed in some of the things that Kevin Samuels have done. And I said this last night on Aborigine TV. I'm a person that has my own mind, in my own beliefs, in my own way. Nobody can, stray me about the way we treat our black women. Okay, when it comes down to our melanated women, I just think that we have to hold them in a different boat when it comes down to other race of people. When it comes down to our women who have been, I want to say, more harmed than good. And when it comes down to our men, if this was when it comes down to our men, I give our men a pass. When it comes down to our women, there's not a human beings that have been treated the way we have been treated. I can sit here and tell you that Kevin Samuels spoke the truth on many occasions. The brother was speaking real facts about certain women on how they treat certain men. Okay, I want people to understand that. Shout out to Cleo. And we have to understand that we have put our own self in these conditions. Our own self in these conditions. The self-hatred for our men and women has to change. The way we do the deal with our body physically, we have to understand that we're not a machine. The way we eat in our life has to change. The way we do things, the way we move, the way we, it has to change. Because the body and the mind is not working together. The body and the mind is not working together. We have some people that think that they living a righteous life when it comes down to what they put inside their body. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. I'm age 47. And when I think about Kevin Samuels dying at a young age of 56, it makes me wonder and think about how long can I live. I want you guys to reflect on the good things about Kevin Samuels and not the bad things. And I want y'all to reflect, if you do have bad things to say about the man, remember, it's only our people that can say things about the man. We cannot allow other nations of people to dog our people. But when it comes down to us, we can correct us. We should not allow others to be able to come in our circle and disrespect us. I want people to understand it. When it comes down to us, no matter how much you feel about us, how much you think about, we have to understand that there are people out here that don't want the good for us, but they only want the bad for us. Shout out to the Big Bird Chief. Rest in peace to the brother Kevin Samuels. I just wish that we all, shout out to Cooking with CERS. I know that's a senior sitting right there. You heard me? I just want people to understand that you're here today and you're gone tomorrow. And we have to do better the way we eat, the way we live our life. There have to be some changes in your life, because there's nowhere in the world a brother at the age of 56, Kevin Samuels, should have died. We have to do better. We're dying with these foods, these processed, these foods. We got to do better. We got to change our lifestyle. I had a 495 sugar, and now I have an 80. I've been busting around with 80, 80, 80. Only us can change us. It's unfortunate we lost the guy, and like I said, prayers to his family. I did not pretty much like him. I didn't like a lot of stuff that he said about the black woman. But that's my opinion. But I don't want to see bad happen to anyone. I don't want to see bad happen to anyone that's our people. And we have to support our people no matter the bad, the good, the ugly. We still have to support each other, because ain't nobody going to have our back better than us. Shout out to Real Talk TV in the morning. Real Talk TV, you've been doing an outstanding job on your content, or covering the Nature Boy content. You're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing. I just want people to understand that life is too short. That we here today, we're going tomorrow, and it doesn't matter if you like the dude, if you dislike the dude. Let's just be very respectful to the man and his family for the things that he's going through. Let's just be very respectful, because it could be you. It could be you in a couple days. It could be you. Next week, it could be me. So we got to get ourselves right with spiritually with the ancestors. And we got to do better on how we treat each other. We got to stop talking down on each other. We got to stop with corruption, getting clout on social media. Stop destroying one another. We can tell the truth without bashing each other. We can tell the truth without hurting each other. But a lot what Kevin Samuels was saying about black women was true. And sometimes you got to be able to take constructive criticism. Sometimes you got to look to yourself, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman, and you have to look within yourself and say, I got some wrongs about me that I got to fix. They got some wrongs about me that I got to fix. There are some things that we got to do as a man, as a woman, on how we treat each other in this community. Black women who believe that they're independent, that they don't need a man, you have to reevaluate yourself. Talking about what you don't need. It's natural for you to be with a man. It's natural, it's nature for you to be with a woman. It's natural for a man and a woman to coexist in this world. So don't let people poison your brain that a woman was built to overtake men. Shout out to Brian. Shout out to the ones in the house. Copper son in the house. I want people to understand, if you're ever going to take something from me, don't ever believe that one side is better, one gender is better than the other side. I want people to understand, because that is lower vibration. The more we keep saying that women don't need men and men don't need women, we will never build tribes and we will never reproduce. We will never build tribes and we will never reproduce. So stop listening to these people who are telling you these things, awful things about us in our community. Women, no matter how much you want to say, you need a man. Men, I don't know how. See, you got to take your egos out of everything. Because some of you decided to pick no good ass men, and some of you pick no good ass women. They got some women who were born in this world believing that the man is supposed to take care of them, believing that the man is supposed to take care of them. You were born to take care of each other. We don't want no lazy. Nobody wants a lazy woman, and nobody wants a lazy man. You got some men who believes that a woman is supposed to take care of them. They got some men who don't have a job, and the only thing that they can bring to the table is some Johnson. The only thing that they bring to the table is some Johnson. Sex, but will not take care of their family, will not provide for the family. Having sex does not make you a man. Having 50 does not make you a man. Multiple children, and some of you men don't even know your children. And they got other men raising your children. You know that other man ain't gonna love your child the way you love your child. Out here, the stepdad out here, because they are stepdad children since they were born. Nobody gonna love your child like you love your child, like you love your flesh. I want people to understand that. We got some weak ass out there in the community. The thing that's happening is when you start talking righteousness, when you start talking the truth, StreamYard and YouTube tries to mess with you. They don't want you out here talking the truth. Thank you, Real Talk TV. Let me know. I'm going to put the headsets on and see if you can hear me. Let me know, could you hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Yesterday when I did a live yesterday, it was messing up yesterday. Without either. Shout out to Cherokee, to Lou. Shout out to the Cherokee, to Lou. And I gotta talk low because last time, I mean, it was so distorted. There is no man without woman. There's no man, and I'm probably going to lose a lot of my following, and especially men, because they believe in other, and I'm probably going to lose some women. I don't give a damn. I want people to know the truth, and that man spoke some truth. He spoke a lot of truth, but I just didn't agree on destroying the black woman. I don't believe in Tommy Sotomayor. I don't believe in that we have to target our women. I don't believe that we target our women. Our women have just as many problems as other race of women. We have the bad and we have the good. And to stereotype and say that all black women are the same, I disagree. I disagree that anybody who thinks that all women and all men are the same, I believe that you're delusional. I believe that you're delusional. Shout out to Sun Baby. I want you to understand that they have, it's called dysfunctional in the way you raise. Some people are raised in a certain environment. I'm 47 years old. I didn't get to be 47 and not see things in the world. Sometimes it's all about who you meet. I want people to understand. You go in the strip club and you go get a stripper, you're gonna get a hood rat. You go into environments that women have low self-esteem, you get you get what it is. Don't assume because you see ratchet black women that all of them are the same. Don't assume that all successful black women only want men with money. Don't assume that it's a quality, a certain quality. They got certain women that I wouldn't even look my eyes to if I wasn't a married man. It don't matter the money. It doesn't matter. It's the character of the woman. And there's a lot of, and it has to do with not having a father. A lot of you guys don't understand the powerful difference of not having a father in your life. When women don't have fathers, they look to random men to be their fathers. And some of them, they meet men who turn them out, who are very disrespectful to them, who look at them like a slab of meat, who treat them like hoes. You're going to get a hoe. If you treat a woman like a hoe, you're going to get a hoe. And we as men got to do better in the nation on how we are. We have to have better self-esteem in ourselves because women are not the only hoes out here. Men are hoes too. We got people around here that don't want to admit that men walk around and lurk and put their tongue out just as much as women do. We got to do better. We got to do better on not destroying each other. Stop saying one is greater without the other. Some of you women who talk about, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. And you go get shout out to Day Moon. And some of you you don't need a man, and then you go get a lesbian, and you get this woman, and you try to make this woman a man, and you get some of the same confusion, some of the same disorders with the lesbian. It's crazy. You want to replace with a Theodore, and you thinking that you building a man through a woman. You have to understand, you're trying to build a man through a woman. And they have some abusive lesbians. They have some abusive lesbians, abusive. And then you got the men who go become homosexuals, thinking that they will get a better, they would be better off with a man, and they got the same dramas themselves. Women were built for us. Women were built for man, and man was built for woman. Stop trying to divide the man and the woman. Stop trying to divide the man and the woman. And that's what we see people doing. People want to separate man and woman. It's not natural to not have each other. If you believe in nature, there's no one greater than the other. If you believe in nature, nature has animals that love each other, that's female and male. And I want people to understand that. We have to stop the bullshit. We have to stop the bullshit. There's no woman that's better than her man. There's no man that's better than his woman. I want people to understand it doesn't work without working together. It doesn't work without working together. I disagreed with Kevin Samuels on a lot of things, but there was some truth, a lot of truth that the man was speaking. There was a lot of truth that Kevin Samuels was speaking. There are some women who only want a particular man, and they pass over quality men. You can have a quality man right in your face, but say they got some gold digging women who want a particular man. And that's the dysfunctional part about some of the things that's reality of what's going on today. Some of these women get into corporate America. Some of these women get into corporate America and they act like they don't need a man. And some of these men get into corporate America and they shit on the black woman and they go get a white woman. We are dysfunctional as melanated people. As melanated people, we are dysfunctional as a whole. When is going to stop? When are we going to stop destroying our people? When are we going to stop talking down on our women and our men? Because everybody sits back and make a joke. Our sisters saying that they don't need a man. A brother, they are ending our existence, and they don't understand that. It's not natural to not be with each other. It's not natural to not be with a man and a woman. And Caucasians are going through that right now. Caucasians are going through a serious problem of reproducing because their women are not reproducing with their men. They're not, white men and white women are not having children. White women and white men are not having children. Now, this is scientific facts. The fact is, there are more white women who are interracial dating with other race of people. You see more white women are dealing with Asian men, dealing with black men. They are not having babies. And this is one of the reasons why the Ku Klux Klan hates race mixing. Because once you put the blood of the
melanated blood, the copper blood, the so-called black, into the equation, you are eliminating their race. Now, the trick has turned on us now, and our bloodline is being tainted now, because now our men are marrying men, and our women are marrying women. So now it's and this with this new transgender thing, they are pushing on our children, like Dwayne Wade. Shout out to Keith Graham. Like Dwayne Wade is pushing on his son at 14 years old, transgender. You are losing men. Men are going other ways. So you will not sustain a bloodline. So they don't have to mix race you anymore. They can just not have you have sex and have babies anymore. They can stop the existence of you by brainwashing you to not have babies. You guys got to understand what's going on. We got to protect the tribe, protect the bloodline. And this is something that we're not doing. And Hollywood is doing a great job of dividing our people. Hollywood is doing a great job. Social media is doing a great job at dividing our man and our woman. It's amazing that you ladies and men can let Cardi B talk the way she talk about our women. She called our women roaches. And you guys got so much energy for your own sisters and your own brothers, but you can let a mutt call your brothers and sisters roaches. It's amazing how the black man love all of these mutts and will protect a mutt, but will not protect a melanated chiefess, will not protect that matriarch. It's amazing. We all, when you see Tommy Sotomayor, all he does is talk about hood rats. All he does is expose the hood rats. When is he going to expose the trailer park? When is he going to expose the Latino community? When is he going to expose Puerto Ricans? See, I don't have no problem with exposing the bad women in our community. I don't mind exposing the bad in our community. But when you only expose our women, I have a problem with that. I was corrected last night by Aborigine TV. I did not know that Kevin Samuels correct white women and other women, because all I ever saw was him correcting black women. So I apologize to Kevin Samuels on believing that he's only picking on black women. So I apologize to the brother for believing that, because I didn't take the time to check out his content enough to know that he was also checking other women. Okay? I want people to understand that. I want people to understand it. I'm one of these people that can sit up here and say, if I'm wrong, I will get up here and say I'm wrong. Because that's lack of information on my part, not knowing that he has confront white women as much as he is. I just never seen it. All I ever see is black women being put in the lion's den. That's all. And that's my problem with Tommy Sotomayor, is the fact that that brother is always putting black women in the lion's den, putting black women as the joke. And I want people to understand, when they joke on black women, they joke on when they joke on black women, they joke on your mama. They're joking on your sister. They're joking on your cousin. They're joking on your grandmother. I want people to understand. When they doing all these things to the black woman, they are joking on your sister, your grandmother, your auntie. Do you love your mother? I think there's a lot of men that was raised by some bad mothers, probably some ratchet mama that they don't love, and has raised them to hate themselves. See, this is the generational curses that some of us have. Some single mothers that treated their sons like they are their boyfriends, that call their sons because they're mad with their old man. They treat their boys and call their boys bitches and hoes, and breaking the self-esteem of their sons. We got a lot of mothers who have to learn better, who have been that your son is not your boyfriend. Your son is not your husband. Your son is not your friend. Your daughter is not your best friend. Your daughter is what she is, your daughter. But we got a lot of brothers who have self-hatred. And when they get chance and when they get money, they don't go find a melanated copper woman. When you see these football players, when they get their millions of dollars, they go get the white woman. And I have to deal with that with my own sons who go to school. And I hope that is a phase, because they are living in a situation where they got white girls that like them. I can't choose for my sons. I cannot make them be with black women. I can only teach them to love. If you love your mother, you would want to be with a black woman. And we got to understand that people don't truly care about their own mothers, because their mothers have not been much of a mother to them. Some people were raised around white people. So, and they went to schools in rural areas where all they got to pick from is white women. Some people went to school with mixed people, with them like half and half. So it's understandable you can't help who you fall in love with. I'm not, but I can sit here. I'm not. What I don't like is people destroying black women's value. The fact that black women, they act like black women are not quality. So you're saying that your mother is not quality. You're saying that your sister is not quality. You're saying that your auntie is not quality. I don't have a problem with interracial marriage. That's your problem. I don't have to deal with it. But when you disrespect the black woman, I have a problem. I have a problem when people are disrespecting the black woman, the melanated copper woman. That's the problem I have, and that's the only issue I have. When you speak of the truth, I have no problem with people who speak the truth, because there are some bad, melanated copper women, terrible women. But there are some bad women overall, not just in our families. You ain't gonna see white European putting their family business out on social media. You're not gonna see them just talking bad about the white woman. Shout out to Rainstorm. You're not gonna see them talking bad about the white woman family. You don't see them talking bad about the Puerto Ricans, the Latinos. Latinos keep that in their family. They don't destroy their people. They don't put them in the lion's den. And that's the problem I have, is that we the only culture that destroys our own people. The only way we're going to heal and fix our problems is we got to talk about the solution. And we got to work with people about the solution. We have some strong melanated females, and they need some strong melanated men. One thing about copper melanated women, they 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 need a special man to deal with them because they have been through more traumas than any race of people. The black man has been through more traumas than any race of people. There's not a man on this planet that has suffered like the black man on this planet. And I'm only saying black because that is the way they use a term towards us. And I do know that black does not exist. Black does not exist. It's a dead entity, and we're not dead. And we are not dead. I can't go around telling you who to sleep with. How dare me? Can't tell you who to love. All I'm telling you is stop disrespecting the black woman and the black man. That's the problem I have. I don't care if you have a white woman. I don't care if you have a white man, but I care how you try to make them better than black women and black men. That's the problem. And when we get rid of them issues, I don't care if you're a homosexual. I don't care if you're a lesbian, but don't shit on black men and black women. I don't care who you sleep with. That's your prerogative. How dare I tell you who to sleep with? I'm not your daddy. I'm not your mama. I'm talking about morals and values. I'm talking about we supposed to be a tribe, and we supposed to be the people of nature, the people of the sun baby. And if we're gonna live on them values, we have to have respect for our people. We have to get respect, you have to earn it. And there's a lot of women out here who are demons. There's a lot of women who are running around following these Me Too women. They are just as demons. They are just as demons. Morals never die. We have some demonic women out here who believe that they can do it all on their own because they was raised without love, because they was raised without values. And I want people to understand that raised without love and raised without values, morals. Always check yourself. Look at yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, are you the same person that you was 5 years ago? Or you're not growing? Because if you're the same person that you was 5 years ago, you have not evolved in life. So you might as well be dead. You might as well be dead, family, because you don't have any expectations in your life of growing and getting better. I'm not here to make excuses for black women. I'm not here to make excuses for black men. I'm here to protect the black woman and the black man who are not black and that are lost. And I want people to understand we have a lot of people that don't understand how lost we are. How lost we are as a nation of people. And I make no excuses on why we are the way we are. We put ourselves in our own captivity. Somewhere down the line, we gave up. Somewhere down the line, we failed each other. Godmother, mama in the house. Somewhere down the line, we failed each other. We get mad when white people talk about us? How dare us to get mad when white people talk about us? How dare when they call us a nigger? How dare them talk about us? But we talk about us. We destroy each other. We sell drugs in our communities. Crack, there's a lot of crack babies, and no disrespect to a lot of the 80 babies. But what you see, what's going on now, is a reflection of what happened to the crack babies. A crack generation of people who was poisoned, their mothers who poisoned them with drugs. The drug dealer in the drug dealer in the community who has poisoned our young men and women. And all of this is a continuation of what you see now. The behavior, shout out to Black Indian, the behavior that you see now is what our ancestors before us have displayed on us. We were together. Our people were together. Our people were a union. Our people did not deal with fuckery. And what you see now is what you see from the past. What happens in the beginning reflects what happens now. What happens in the beginning reflects what happens now, family. I want people to understand that. And I'm only going to give you love. They got, just like they have people that don't like Kevin Samuels for telling the truth, they got people that don't like Peanut Nola 504. They think I'm a preacher. And I am the last person to be a preacher. I teach. In it, my energy comes from my spiritual values. My spiritual values. But I am nobody's preacher. And I want people to understand, you're not going to have people that like you. People not born to like you. Everybody not going to like your content. Shout out to Canada Wolfpack in the house. So nice to see fellow Wolfpacks in the house. So nice to see fellow Wolfpacks in the house. I just want people to understand that this, take the debt of this man and take in the good that he done, and don't look at the bad that he done, and look at and reflect some of the things. I want people to, there's good in everything that you do. You can take good from anybody. Shout out to Chief Flemings. Take the good and erase the bad. Take the good and erase the bad. You thought when you see Kevin Samuels in his dressed up suits, you seem to think that he's a fit, that he was healthy. It doesn't. Looks can be deceiving, and I want people to understand. Just because you look healthy, I want all you guys to go to the doctor, even if you don't believe in doctors. Even if you don't believe in doctors, I want you guys to start checking to see if you have heart problems. In our community, when we're talking about Aborigine people, and this is why I tell you guys that you have to keep your children educating themselves. You want them to be doctors. You want them to be nurses. You want Black doctors. You want Black nurses. Because we need people that are going to be able to take care of our Aborigine people. So we got to, African people come all across the world to get the resources of America. And they go back to Africa. They go to Yale, they go to Harvard, and they don't say hello or hi to you because they know that you are not their people. Now they go and they come to America and they get all the education that they need and they take it back to their families. Same with other race of people, Mexicans and everybody else. Stop telling your people don't get educated in a system. Learn their system so we can take care of our people. We can't take care of our tribes without knowing that we have heart conditions, that we have heart failure, things that are going on, that we have diabetes, that we have things that are going on with us. We need to get people that we can trust that's going to take care of us. Remove the white doctors and put doctors that we can trust. And that's what it is. Oh, Cherokee, I am my own medical doctor also. But what there are certain surgeries and certain things I'm talking about as far as Aborigine family. We need an Aborigine doctor in our families that can perform life surgeries. So I definitely agree with you. I don't believe in medicine. I believe in nature medicine, but there are procedures that only a doctor can do. And I'm only stating the fact that we need more doctors that look like us. We need more doctors that look like us. And I grow my own foods. I do just like you do. And I am down with you. I know what you do. I see your content. I know how powerful you are. Okay. So I know that regenerate off the sun because we are the sun. We are the people of the sun. But there are procedures that if we get cancer or we get certain things that are certain levels that we can't take care of, that we if we got our own doctors, because back in the days they called them witch doctors. So if we can get the medical people that look like us that can take care of us, that's what I am talking about. That's what I am talking about. Our own people taking care of us. And I'm pretty much sure that brother did not know he had anything wrong with his heart. Okay, cardiac arrest. Okay, so allegedly he had cardiac arrest, a heart condition, and I just want people to understand that we walk around, and we not knowing that we have internal sicknesses. We don't be knowing. We think that we're invincible and we're not taking care of ourselves. And we're going to have to learn our lessons from the death of this man that we're not invincible. He might look on the outside that he's physically fit, but we don't never know when it's our time. So we got to take care of ourselves, people. We have to take care of ourselves. Okay. And that's just something that I'm like you. If it wasn't for my herbs, I turned sugar diabetes around myself by not eating all that bread. I removed bread and sugar out my life, and now I went from a 495 high sugar to 80. I'm at 80 at sugar rate now. Okay, so you can take your glucose down and realize I can't eat fruits. Fruits for diabetics is the worst thing to do because fruits has a lot of sugar. But I eat a lot of vegetables. I do a lot of vegan and vegetables and seafood. Okay, so I can't eat stuff like any sugar products like fruits. But I turned my A1C around by just removing myself from bread. Bread is killing our people. We're eating all that bread. Bread has a lot of sugar. If you remove just the bread, you'll realize that a lot of stuff that we're doing on a daily basis is killing ourselves. We're not healthy as we should be healthy, family. And that's just the thing, what I'm saying. So when it comes down to the diabetic food, all healthy stuff is not good for diabetics, okay? Especially myself. But I have overturned a lot of things on my own by exercising. You can exercise. We don't exercise enough as a nation of people. We go get you a treadmill, put it in your house, and start working out. Go walk around the neighborhood. Go do things as with our ancestors, because the ancestors did not have, rice. I eliminated rice. No longer eat rice. I don't eat brown rice and I don't eat white rice. I don't eat either of them products anymore. And my A1C levels turned around like overnight. They just turned around. I want people to understand it's what you eat, what you these wheat products, these carbs. Look at the carbs. When you go in there, you eating cereal, all the wheat grains, all that stuff is bad for melanated people. We're not supposed to eat all of that wheat grain stuff. We're not supposed to be eating like that. Okay, but I'm not going to sit here and preach to you guys what to eat, because the last time I went on Greedy Vegan channel, somebody came in and was upset like I'm telling them what to do. I'm just giving them on what I'm doing. Huh, Greedy? I'm talking about me. So I don't want nobody thinking I'm their daddy or their mama and somebody get pissed off with me. I don't. Being a truck driver, it's the worst thing because there's no options by being a truck driver. I mean, motherfucker went off on me, telling her like I'm their mama and daddy. Motherfucker won't, who's you, Peanut? No, the 504. You a preacher, and you up there telling us I'm gonna eat what I want. Well, clog your fucking arteries, lady. Clog your own arteries. I'm here for the people. I'm not here for you. Yeah, we're not no tribes. We're not blood related. You know what? I don't want you to be a part of my tribe because your thinking is pushing our people back, further and further. I mean, motherfuckers get mad when you speak the truth. What is good of us having to come on YouTube and share the good news? How when people don't want to hear it. If you don't want to hear it, you have a choice to go other places. But that brother Greedy Vegan has a platform and he speaks about vegan eating. That might not be the channel for you. And that's the same thing with my channel. Everybody everybody got other opinions on how they live. I'm not going to, if you want to eat meat in moderation, eat meat in moderation. All I'm telling you, if you are consuming all that meat without eating vegetables, not balancing your meals, you are clogging your arteries. You are on a heart attack alert. And some of you guys don't want to understand that you eat too much of anything, it's bad for you. If you're not balancing, if you're just a vegan and you think that you're just eating leaves and lettuce and shit like that, and you think that that's healthy for the brain, you got to sometimes eat a little proportion of meat, okay? Now, that's just our opinion, okay? Small handfuls of things, okay? But I'm not going to knock people who don't want to eat meat. I'm not going to knock people who chose to change their life for the better of themselves. Balance is everything. Balance your life. But I never disrespect women. Come on now. In matriarch Cherokee Tulu, y'all know that I never disrespect women. But this particular woman was coming for me and used to be in my chat. And didn't even know. Just because somebody in your chat watching you, that doesn't mean that they are for you. Remember that. Just because somebody following you, just because somebody watching you, does not mean somebody is in your chat and they for you. They got a lot of people that is against you. There's a lot of people that envy you. They got a lot of people that support you because they're trying to steal some of the shit that you're saying. I seen a lot of content creators go into other people's content to get some of the information. They got smaller channels that got way more information than me. And other bigger channels, they got way more information, but people go to them channels, don't support them channels. They got way more information than what we have. But because they're not ghetto enough, they're not rowdy enough, people don't support them. But their information is better than all of us. And we got to start supporting the smaller channels. The people, it's very hard to come on social media to express yourself to people that you just don't know. It takes a person brave to get on and talk to strangers that they don't know. So please support people who trying out there, who got great information that you guys just ignore. There are some great channels. And if anybody know Peanut Nola 504, they got channels that's smaller than my channel. I share their videos. I support their channels. It don't care. I don't care how big, small they are. If you're righteous, you're righteous. I support righteousness. I support people of good of the community. And that's Peanut Nola 504. I stand by my record. I stand by my record. I'm not out here to clout chase, to get all the views and want y'all to give me money. I'm a truck driver, just like Rainstorm, and I make money. I support my family. I support my family. You know, a man don't work, he don't eat. I support my family. So if people donate to this channel, I appreciate you. But do I beg for your donations? Hell no. I appreciate you if you give, and I appreciate you if you don't. Because you are on this channel because you want to learn information. You want to learn something different. There's something different from all of us. We all have something to offer in these YouTube streets. We all have something. We all are valuable in these YouTube streets. I don't care if I'm not Young Pharaoh. I am not Dane Calloway. I am not no big content. I don't have all the views, but I am a person who stand by morals, and I work hard by standing by morals. Shout out to them channels who were able to capitalize on getting people to listen. There's something you can learn from even the people that you disagree with. There was a lot of things I learned from Young Pharaoh. The young man is brilliant. Even though I'm against the Pan-African movement, the young man, even though I believe he's psychologically fucked up, I believe the man has great information. He has some great information. You can learn from anybody, okay? I want people to understand, everybody got a voice. Dane Calloway has a great documentaries that he has. Some of the best documentaries. You can learn from anybody, even if you disagree with them. Even if you disagree with them, you can learn from anybody, okay? Don't ever get your mind intact where you feel that you know so much where you can't learn from somebody. Your ego, and I'm going to tell you this, social media make your head big. Social media will make your head big. Social media will make you believe that you are something special. But I'm here to tell you, you ain't no different than anybody else. Ain't nothing special about you. Your information is for everybody. Information is meant to be taken. Information is meant to learn. All the great leaders that we have had in the past, all the great leaders, all their message have been taken from. People took from Martin Luther King. People took from Malcolm X. And they're going to take from your ass. So if ain't nobody ever told you, look yourself in the mirror and understand you ain't all that special. So I want to tell you guys, thank you guys for coming in the morning session. I'm about to be out of here. I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. Remember to hit the like button. Also, let's get this up to 1K. Always remember that this is an Aborigine perspective. Always remember that this is about Aborigine people. If you would like to donate to the channel, feel free. If you don't have any means, I'm cool with that. Just share my videos, subscribe and press a like. That's all that is important to me. Remember, the opinions in the chat may not reflect the opinions of Peanut Nola 504 and his Aborigine channel. Remember that all opinions are like assholes. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got an asshole. I want everybody to remember that. Please subscribe to Greedy Vegan. This brother he's very fair on his panel. He allows everybody to be able to say and speak their mind. And I can only appreciate a brother like that because you can't control who come into your damn channel. You can't control who come into your chat. But I can sit here and tell you that brother that was, made me feel so comfortable on his channel. And I got nothing but love and respect. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you guys cooking with CER. You are the best, my brother. I want you guys to know peace and blessings. Love you guys. I'm out of here.